This is the presentation for the second Sunday of Lent, Year A, the Transfiguration. The materials you'll need from the Cenacle, borrow the figures for St. Peter, St. James, and St. John. From the risen Christ, borrow the figure of Jesus wearing white robes, and gospel characters. Borrow two male figures to use as Elijah and Moses, and if possible, clothe them with simple cloths of felt or other material. The backdrop of Mount Tabor and green felt, the Bible cabinet, and magnetic maps of Israel. Here are some words to know. Transfiguration of Jesus, a moment when Jesus' appearance became radiant, transfigured in the presence of three of his apostles. Mount Tabor. This mountain is not mentioned by name in the passage, but it is believed to be the place of this event. Moses. Moses was the person that led the people out of the land of Egypt and to whom God gave the 10 Commandments. The story of his life is told in the books of the Bible, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Elijah was a great prophet, and his appearance represents all the prophets. His miracles and preaching are recounted in the books of 1 and 2 Kings. This very special event took place some time before Jesus died. We'll light the candle. Jesus took with him Peter and John and James and led them up a high mountain where they could be alone. There, in their presence, he was transfigured. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Suddenly, Moses and Elijah appeared to them. They were talking with him. I think that's Moses and Elijah. Then Peter spoke to Jesus, "Lord, it is wonderful for us to be here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He was still speaking when suddenly a bright cloud covered them with shadow. And from the cloud came a voice which said, "This is my Son, the Beloved. He enjoys my favour. Listen to him." When they heard this, the disciples fell on their faces, overcome with fear. But Jesus came up and touched them. "Stand up," he said. "Do not be afraid." And when they raised their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus. As they came down the mountain, Jesus gave them an order. "Tell no one about the vision until the Son of Man has risen from the dead." I wonder why Jesus chose only these 3 apostles to witness the event of Moses and Elijah meeting him and God the Father speaking. I wonder what Jesus, Moses and Elijah may have been speaking of. And I wonder why God the Father declared that Jesus enjoys his favour. I wonder what impact the words of God the Father would have had on the apostles. I wonder why Jesus advised the disciples not to speak about this event until he rose from the dead. Pondering through choices. Find the account of the Transfiguration in Mark and Luke's Gospels. Use the booklet and the diorama to retell the event according to Matthew. Find some passages in the books of the Bible where Moses and Elijah are mentioned, or engage in a simple craft activity. Pinterest has some very interesting and very good easy ones to do. Reading the account in the Bible or the children's Bible is always a good activity, and spending time, of course, in the prayer space. Locate where the event took place on the map of Israel.